The Union of Trainee Nurses and Midwives Ghana have welcomed the government's decision to absorb 50% of tuition fees for training nurses in the 2025-2026 academic year, but says the policy leaves too many questions unanswered. In a statement, the union pressed for clarity on the exact fee structure, called for relief on high feeding costs, and demanded action on long-standing arrears owed to the 2024 batch of national service personnel and unresolved issues affecting trainee nurses nationwide after futile attempts to secure an audience with the Ministry of Health to address these concerns. I'm joined by National President of the Union of Trainee Nurses and Midwives Ghana, Immortal Robert Agbeti, to unpack the details of that statement. Thank you for joining us and good afternoon. So you're welcome to the 50% absorption of tuition fees, but you're seeking clarity on what actual amount. What concerns do you have about the lack of transparency in the fee structure?
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your cherished viewers at home. I hope you can hear me.
Quite clear. Please proceed.
All right. As stated earlier, I'm the National President of Union of Trainee Nurses and Midwives Ghana, UTNMG. Yeah, we would acknowledge the policy of the government to absorb the 50% of the tuition fee. However, as you just stated, there are so many questions that left to be asked, especially on the clarity of the fee policy structure. How much is the government approved fees to which we are paying, government is paying 50% of it? That statement has not been published to the student body for us to know whether the government, the principals are charging higher or lower. So we need clarity on the fee structure. That's one of our concerns.
Currently, how much is the fee?
It varies from institution to institution.
Wouldn't that mean that 50%? Wouldn't that mean that 50% of what the institution is requesting for?
Yes, this one, the statement from the ministry stated clearly that 50% of the approved fee, government approved fee, has been absorbed.
Okay.
So we want to know how much that government approved for institutions.
Okay.
Is it a harmonized fee? Because we have been advocating for a harmonized fee structure. Because when you look at some institutions, they are charging as high as 5,000, 6,000 per semester, which is even more than what our colleagues in the university paid.
Okay.
And we think this is not fair.
Okay.
On the scale of equity, this needs to be addressed.
Okay. Your statements as well highlighted that 1,800 feeding fee per semester is a major burden. What engagements have you started so far? Has it yielded any results yet?
Thank you for the question. Since 14th November 2024, we have been advocating on the need to have a harmonized fee structure. When we identified the disparity among the fees from the various institutions, we released this press statement and tried to engage the ministry, but we have not been successful until yesterday that I was able to communicate with the ministry and they gave some assurance, but we are not satisfied with what they told us.
What's in the assurance? What did they say?
Well, they said they are working on it, but still we don't know how much fees that have been approved. So we need clarity on that. Okay.
Did you give the government a timeline?
Certainly not.
Okay. All right. Immortal, I think that's much to understanding the statement. So thank you for joining us today on the news and
Before I go, there are other issues that I would like to put before you.
In few minutes, sir.
Yes, please. Concerning the trainee allowances, you know that the trainees who are doing their national service now, they have not been paid their arrears since they were in school for 15 good months. They were not paid. So we are calling on the government to address this issue. This is bread and butter matter.
And that's for the 2024 batch, right? 2024 batch.
The 2024 batch. Government owes them 15 months in arrears.
Okay.
2023, government owes them 4 months in arrears.
Okay.
And the no fee stress policy that government proposed now, they have excluded NAP and NAC students from it. We want to understand why they are excluded. We also want to know when government is going to absorb the unemployed graduate nurses and midwives at home.
Immortal.
We want to do all those stuff.
Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing government's attention to that. By the way.